right there. It's 1,100 yards. So today is a pretty cold day in accordance to Vegas standards. It's somewhere around 30 degrees. Now I know for you guys in the Midwest and Central and everywhere else, that's not really too bad. But for here, we're not usually prepared for anything in the negatives. I came across this absolutely amazing spot in the middle of the desert. And it's surrounded by just amazing wildlife and so many trees that we don't usually see here in Vegas. So I decided to set up a new dueling tree target that I purchased over the holidays and take a couple shots at it. Now I'm trying to test out my new trigger cam camera, and I think it's doing absolutely amazing. The amazing part for me is how much wildlife is out here, and if you just calm down and look, you can hear so many different sounds. Now, I'm not going to be shooting any of the wildlife out here except for jackrabbits. If there's a jackrabbit, I definitely will take that, as they taste absolutely amazing. The wind conditions aren't the greatest, and you can see my rifles up there, but I'm down here just to get some good audio instead of a constant whooshing. It's fairly cold regardless for me. I'm still not wearing gloves, but I feel like I'm about to. I'll be shooting towards this abandoned lead mine for today using the JTS 25 caliber 29.63 grain pellets. I'll be shooting these out of the star of today's show, the Prophet 2.1. Wolfie Group was actually kind enough to provide me a discount link for my viewers if they'd like to purchase their own Prophet 2.1. And I gotta admit, this is one of the most amazing rifles that I've shot. Actually, this one in particular is the one that I use for Ventress competitions. That being said, this is set up for pellets, so I don't expect it to match the performance of my slug guns, but even so, it does extremely well. You can see here on the videos, especially when I slow it down, that the pellets are dealing with a lot more wind drift than I'm used to, and this is exactly why I came out here to practice with it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe to my channel and commented down on the video below. I am very active and do love to respond to any questions that you guys have about air guns or about any of the tools that I use out here. This spot is in a beautiful valley, and there's so many mountains surrounding it with so many trees. Out there you can see in the distance is a house I had thought previously was occupied, but upon closer inspection, it's actually for sale and abandoned for the last couple of years. After a brief and fruitless attempt at hunting, I decided to place some coke cans out in the field and practice my target acquisition. I started out at modest to mid-range shots, just to get the feel for the rifle. Then I decided to push out the targets even further and put them in a crosswind to see how much more wind drift I have to deal with. You can see the wind hold actually starts to increase pretty drastically as soon as you get past that 90 yards. This is because there was a valley in between me and the targets. With the sun getting low, it was time for me to pack up and make my way back home. The next day was off to the races, as I competed in my local NRL 22 competition held at Desert Sportsman's Range. But it's not set up for it. I decided to take out the Prophet and test how it would do in a PMC style competition such as this one. These types of competitions are really fun, and they incorporate a vast array of different ranges, everything from 50 yards up to 240 yards. We get 2 minutes to shoot 10 shots at various targets, and each one of these stages has a different requirement that you have to fulfill. In this stage, I had to shoot every one of my shots at a different position at the same target at 100 yards. Luckily, the Prophet makes short work of any challenges like these. Once I get a feel for the rifle, I no longer look through the scope when I shoot, I just start moving to the next position.
Clear.
Yep, sounds good.
Nice.
We got Eric, Ozzy, Daniel.
Once the initial adrenaline has passed, we start getting a lot more relaxed and making a couple more mistakes, but having a lot of laughs in the process.
Oh! No!
Why'd you do that? It wasn't fun when I did it.
Bullshit!
No.
Very cleanable, huh?
Hey, out the front.
Busted.
Gamer.
Yeah, we're good.
Spotters.
Rudder's up.
Alright. Stand by.
This was a poor idea. No, come on.
Hopefully it works out well.
Yeah.
The most difficult of the stages for me today was the long distance stage, due to how poorly pellets perform at longer ranges due to their low BC. They picked up a lot of wind and were getting carried left and right constantly.
Oh, other side.
Oh, other side?
Yeah.
Damn.
Barely snuck around the left side. You're back.
Hey, okay, I'll take it.
That's for one.
Even so, I managed to hit the 249-yard target, albeit it was a bit late. Thank you so much for watching so far into the video, and since you already are watching, why not subscribe? It really does help me out a lot. I'd like to thank Zach for setting up the shoot, and I'd love to see more of you shooters come out here with us. It truly is the more the merrier. Overall, I'm very proud of the performance of my Prophet 2.1 and hope to keep using it for further competitions.